So it's about building attraction through sexual authority.
So hey guys, hope you are doing good. I'm doing good too, and welcome to yet another PhD level seduction video. In this video, I will be talking about authority frame and game, how the authority frame works, how it can help in game, but what are the problems when using this kind of frame without using the other frames. Later section of the video, I will be also following what are the frames we should follow. This video is again more focusing on the debate I had with the UMP guy Marcus Wolf, and one thing is said that what he do is sexual authority when he is approaching girls, and he said that touching kills sexual tension. So we will be using that context.
Is my thing that I teach guys is try to avoid touching too much because it breaks sexual tension, and you said it builds attractions.
In this video, and I will explain you why he said that and why he is telling you not to touch the girl, why he's saying touching kills sexual tension. Maybe he's not even knowing the real reason. I will be giving you with proof the real reason why, what is the real reason behind, and why it is actually counterproductive when we are approaching girls, talking to girls, seducing the girls. Authority frame and game. This is also PhD level content. Here the girl, again boom boom, approach, GPS high level, racial attraction, high level physical as well as racial attraction I'm also giving. And here you see that me and these 6 guys, they're like average looking guys. So normally the guys, we are already clear with the fact that normally the guys who are looking like this, they are normally not going to a dating coach to learn game. It can still happen, but normally this is not the trend. These kind of guys may need help in their dating life. So we clear with that. We already in the past videos I've already explained how these guys benefit from their high racial as well as physical attraction very clearly, but let's not talk about that thing. We will go more technical. We will be talking about authority frame and game. First we have to understand what is authority. Like authority can be in anything. Authority can be in a subject. Authority can be you are driving a car. Authority can be in playing some game. Authority can be you are a mathematician teacher, you are some IT expert, you are a doctor. Authority, you are a doctor, something like this. So authority is something when you are using in context of game. When I'm saying that for example, so imagine like a guy is talking to the girl and he said that I have a big business, 40 people works for me, and we are doing this thing. It's like a kind of DHV, and it is showing authority to the girl that he's a successful guy, something like this. So authority can create some kind of attraction. I'm not denying that. Authority can create some kind of attraction. It can, I'm not denying it, but this in itself is not enough to seduce girls in many cases. If a guy is having very high looks level, positive stereotype, then it may work. Even in that cases it is not that efficient. So definitely it can, it can build some attraction. At the same time, it can build trust. Of course, like if I'm talking to someone and the guy is working in a business and making a lot of money, and I see the proof or something like that, then of course it will also create trust, that I trust this person, that if I'm learning from him, then my money will be not getting wasted. So something like this, it can create trust also. Authority can create trust also, for sure. Authority will also show that mastery in the field. If you have the authority, then it will also show that you are the master in that field. Authority in business, authority in XYZ thing, any field, you are the master in that field, because that's why you are the authority. People will expect you to be perfect. You're not supposed to make mistakes. That's here, that's why I'm saying these are like orange. These are a bit kind of can create problem if you're putting the authority thing. If you're showing authority in some field, then people are expecting from you that you are not supposed to do mistakes. You are a perfect person. You are a perfect person. Understand? When you have the authority. People can judge you also. People can also judge you. Now we are starting to have slightly issue. You see, like when you are showing authority, then there is less room for mistakes and risks. I made it more like this. These are the problems we are facing when we are putting that authority frame in something. There is less room for mistakes and less room for taking risk. When you're projecting yourself as a high authority person, you are not supposed to take a risk. If you're taking risk and it goes wrong, you look like a, loser. For example, James Bond, in the movie they show him completely perfect, so everything he's doing very perfectly, so he is not supposed to make mistake.
Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
And normally in the old school pickup community, people were always saying James Bond frame is a bad frame because you're trying to be perfect. You're not supposed to make mistakes. You are not going to take risk then, and that can create problem. What I'm saying, I can prove it also. So you understand? So when you have the authority, you can create some kind of attraction. Trust can be built definitely in that field. People expecting you to be a master, yeah, to be perfect in that field. But when you're perfect, then the problem is this: less room for risk and no room for mistakes and very less room for mistakes. These are the big problem we are facing if we are doing this authority. That is the problem, and nobody's talking about it. But I have PhD level skills, not advanced, even much more than advanced level, knowledge of game seduction, and that's why I can break it down what is happening here. So you understand? So let's prove it, what I'm saying. So what I'm saying, let's prove it. So if you have seen some talk shows where some dating coaches demonstrating their skills in live shows. So some dating coaches demonstrating some skills in some live shows. If I find some clip or from the internet, I will put it. So what is happening in the live show, because when they are framed as dating coach, PUAs, high authority, oh, this dating coach is the perfect in game, seduction, something like this. In this PUA, this pickup artist, he's the perfectionist, he's the authority in seducing girls. So when they are putting it in some live shows, then what happens sometimes, they are more getting judged. They are more getting judged, and sometimes this also happens. The girl can say like this: oh, this line is cringe. I will not let him saying something like this to me, or I will not get seduced with this creepy line or cringe line, because now that person is getting judged, and you understand, he's doing it. Of course, the emotions are not there. The girl is like sitting there in the live, as an audience or something like this, and she will say, no, I will, this looks a bit creepy, this looks bad, this is not gonna work. You understand? So here, like, the guy who has the authority is getting judged more. We're talking about the PUAs, dating coaches, authority as a dating coach, PUA. We are talking. He's going to live show. One time, what happened? I went to Vegas, and I went to Vegas my first time in Vegas, and then there were some guys who were my student, and they said like Vegas is like, very, very different and all, and it's going to be tough. What is working there in Europe, it is not going to work there in Vegas. And the first day I came, landed, and then they said, oh, show me your game, show me your game, show me your game. So I was put in lot of pressure with my student, and lot of guys were like looking at me and all. And I said, we just arrived, give me some room, man, like give me some time. Indian guys like coming, and I know it is tough, but so what happened was the next day, like I came, I guess, yeah, next day, no, I came on Thursday. The Friday, I was also a bit kind of getting used to the environment and everything. On Saturday, it was the main day, for example, and that student, there like 2, 3 students were there watching me. I told them I will do my game on Saturday, and they were watching, and I was going to approach girl, and I look at them. I said, like, they are like looking at me. I just cannot do anything wrong because I'm judged. I will judge for everything. But luckily everything went fine. It went really good. So I was under a lot of pressure at that time, because as a dating coach I am not supposed to do any mistakes, understand? Very interesting to know, and nobody has thought about it, but we will connect this thing with the touching kill sexual tension. This, how everything is related to each other. Again, these are like PhD level content what I'm making, and I know that something like this you are not going to be experienced from any other dating coach in this entire world in YouTube. So I want to show you something. If the guy who has like very deep knowledge of game, when he's explaining something, some advanced concept, then how it works. In the debate, Marcus Wolf said, this UMP guy said that my lines are cringe. He said that my lines are cringe because I'm projecting myself as authority, as a higher authority than him, as a dating coach, and I'm saying some line, of course, that I'm saying some lines on the camera, and he's a guy, he's not a homosexual guy, he's a heterosexual guy, he's not going to get seduced. And that's why he said that this line is cringe. It can be jealousy, it can be definitely jealousy, that he was feeling insecure, debating me. That can be also, but I don't understand. Imagine if I'm going in a live show and I'm saying something like this to a girl in a live show. In the live show they say that this is the best dating coach in this entire world, and now experience his game. And then it can happen, I say something, and I will be judged much more, and the girl is sitting on this live audience, and she will say, like, I'm not going to get seduced like this with these lines, something like this. It can happen. But these PURs, if they are saying something like this, unsuspected girls, then it can work. My line can also work. The girl is not knowing who I am, then my line can work. If the girl is knowing me, then judging start to judge me, that he is, this high authority dating coach or something like this, then she may judge me, and even my right things can be judged, and wrong thing will be judged anyway. If I'm doing some mistake, that will be judged, and even my right thing, what I'm doing, that can also be judged. So I have to be very careful then. So the conclusion is, so when you set yourself as an authority, then you have an additional pressure not to do any mistakes, and you have to look perfect. So the conclusion is, when I'm setting in myself, or when some other person is setting himself as an authority, then there is additional pressure on that person. He is not supposed to do mistakes, and he has to make himself look perfect. That is the main problem with the authority frame. Start with these two guy cases. They have Marcus Wolf and this Swedish guy from UMP, because the video is in the context of that debate, and these guys tell the audience that they are technical guys, but they are not at all technical guys. They are like bullshitting their things, and I can prove it anyway. I have already proved it in my other videos, and now we are dissecting their game also. So what they do is, let's do it like this. They have already this high attraction. They use some kind of, this sexual authority, and then they say that they have like seduced the girl, but they don't understand. They already have a very high attraction, high racial attraction, these guys, and now they come up with the idea, let's do this sexual authority and let's seduce the girl. Then we will not tell, like, if we are able to seduce the girl with this thing. You see how cleverly they do, and we will teach guys that we are doing this Sexual authority. Yes, so that's what we are doing, and we will not talk about this part, and that's why we will make money and we will indirect scam these ethnics that this is what we do, not this thing. No, 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 no. This thing, what we are doing, this is what we do. So when they are doing this thing, so they come up with the idea like if they are telling the girl they are sexual authority, something like this, then they are not supposed to do many mistakes when they're interacting with the girl. Now they do the sexual authority, and they can, sexual authority can create, I'm not denying that, can amplify some level of attraction, some level that can also, that can do, I'm not denying it, but very minimalistic kind of attraction it can. But due to authority and perfection frame, they are not supposed to touch, because if it goes wrong, it will look very, very bad. That's the main problem. Due to high authority, it will stop them to physical touch the girl, because they cannot take risk. If it is going bad, it will look not good and incongruent to the frame they are projecting. Imagine like I am projecting myself that I am like a high sexual authority guy, and then I start to touch her and start to take some risk, and maybe sometimes it is not going well, then the girl will judge me much more. The girl will judge me much more, because the girl see me as a higher authority in that field, and when she is judging me, I will look worse than in her eyes, incongruent also. It is not going to work. So that's why they come with the idea, these guy come with the idea, touching destroys sexual tension. It is very clever for them, but this is why they come with the idea. But the real reason is this. This is the real reason. When you are setting yourself to a high authority, sexual authority, this is the problem they were facing, and that's why they have to reduce the touch and only touch the girl at very last stage. At very last stage, that's the problem. But they are not telling that this is what going on. This is what going on. That is doing the heavy lifting. This is high physical attraction, racial attraction is doing all heavy lifting. That's why I have problem with these guys. They are doing indirect scamming, and now they are making this all BS excuses that touching kills sexual tension. I wonder no other dating coaches in the entire world have questioned them in this way. This is the reason, this is the real reason why they are not doing it. Any kind of authority frame will create problem in kino, in touching, because you are coming from the authority that is exactly creating a bit problem in sexual authority. Of course, I am not advanced, super advanced in game, understanding the game. I can point out the real reasons, what is going on. Even maybe they don't know about it, or maybe they know about it, but they maybe don't know about it. But this is the real problem, Authority makes you look perfect, and when you are doing something which can cause mistakes, you better not do it, because it risks your reputation. And that's the thing. And now what happens if a normal guy is following this thing? What's gonna happen then? Let's do that also. So let's take these average looking guys, and I am also in the category of like these guys. So if you see like these guys, I'm putting like here GPS and no GPS. In my other video I have explained GPS means like they are carrying high attraction, and from location A to go into location B, they already have this high attraction GPS in their hand, and then they can move anywhere, turn around, and still reach to the location B, means like boom, boom. So that's where I bring the term GPS. And here is no GPS. Here I'm already explaining low physical racial attraction. And I'm also saying clearly racial attraction, racial in some cases, like low racial attraction in some cases means that some guys are just average looking white guys, and they also have this kind of, low attraction, but racially they are the same like them, but low on looks. So now imagine like these guys are doing this, these guys, let's do like this. Imagine like I'm also one of these guys, so we say, oh, let's do this. We go to them, and then they teach us this system. Sexual authority we have to do. They will not tell that they are having high physical and racial attraction. They will not talk about it. They will say, we will teach you sexual authority. These guys, because they are not having this thing. Now the problem start when they are learning this system. These guys, average guys, learning this system, one thing they have to do is most probably no touching, or maybe delay the touching or no touching. It can create in some way, but it will be like friend to friend, like she can talk to a platonic friend about some sex or something like this, or maybe she will give lot of resistance when you talk about these stuff, choking, challenging her, or talking about what he do. He like what these guys do, they are telling some DHV stories, then sexual DHV stories, keep on challenging the girl, doing some negative spikes to emotional stimulate, and then they are like doing this routine of dominant type choking and like massaging, spanking, and eating the eating her box. I will use this term, something like this. And but these things will only work when because this is what they have. That's the biggest thing. That is taking care of 85-90% of their game, and this is all BS. This is all BS. So now these guys are not having this no physical attraction. They are not having this thing. They see, oh, these white guys, Swedish guy, Australian guy, they must be having good game. We will learn game from them. This, sexual authority. So now they go here and no touching. But what we learn, touching is very important. I just put it here again. Touching correctly will amplify attraction, and they are not touching. These guys are not touching now, so this will not happen. And then what will happen? Without attraction amplification and no GPS, no attraction amplification, they will not, because of this part and other things also, but touching is one part also. When they are not touching, attraction will not amplify, and this is going to happen. The seduction will fail here. It is not going to work. No attraction amplification with low base level attraction. They have the high physical, high base attraction, and now they have low base attraction, and now they're following this system, sexual authority. It will more, either the girl will creep out, or what will happen that the girl will resist. When they are doing the sexual talk or sexual DHV and all the stuff, the girl will resist. The girl is not seeing them at that attraction level. This can only work if you have this thing is going on. And even if you have this thing, then this is also not the best way. They have to slightly amplify attraction, not too much, and then close the deal. They don't need to do these things. That's why in the other video I made, lot of dating coaches, they are having recepts, they are getting results, but they are not doing this kind of stuff because they have high base level attraction to start with, and then they do some game, it's okay, and then they close the deal, and these guys come with this thing. These guys look like these guys, then I have respect 100%. I will be having respect, and I will study their game, and let's see, okay, that's like real, that's like a real stuff. But this is completely BS. For this base level attraction and doing this thing and teaching the ethnics and like average looking white guys, this is complete scam. This is complete scam. So what are the frames we should follow? What are the frames we should follow when we are seducing girls? Now the question is, these average looking guys, these guys, me including, want to seduce this hot girl. What are the best frames to follow? Even for like white guys, what are the best frame? Even like good looking white guys, what are the best frame to follow when we are not having this GPS with us, when we are seducing the girl? Here I will not be talking about like exact, breaking down the technical game and everything. It will take like then lot of time. So we are just following some frames, and I will explain you what is the reason behind we are following these frames. First is we have to have this playful vibe. This is very important. I'm just giving you some example, like, playful vibe will make the things like a bit kind of light-hearted. Teasing, joking, lot of other things come in this thing. I'm just giving you some example, quick example. This is like playful vibe is very, very important. Teasing is very, very important. Teasing and joking is definitely very, very important. Then we have, majority of the dating coaches won't talk about it. They don't understand. So not perfectionist kind of vibe / frame. That kind of, that is really, really important. And I have studied a lot and gone very deep in game because I have the passion of game. So like for these guys, this is very, very helpful, very, very helpful, because non-perfectionist kind of vibe, kind of frame when you are following, this will cause you to it will make you to take more risk. Understand? Very important. More risk. And then more risk. This more risk will cause you to also get away with more teasing, more extreme teasing you can do, more emotion stimulation. More risks will also cause you to touching, extreme flirting, getting sexual quick. That is also helpful. Though you need also here, for this part, you have to do also some other skills. I will explain in other videos also, because then it will become too big. Like when you're taking more risks, then you do touching, extreme flirting, getting sexual quick, these things. But then also you need like this damage control skills, deflection, distractions. These things also needed. But why it is happening? Because she is not seeing you a perfect guy. This guy is like, playful, like a funny guy, maybe do some mistakes. So she will be more likely to forgive you for your mistakes, and that's why you can take more risk. And if something goes wrong, with the right tactics, you can come out of it. But at the same time, she will also be more forgiving to you. She will be more forgiving to you. And this, because of these things, when you do it, because of these things, I'm just giving you this overview. What you do is you are now amplifying attraction. This is really important. Amplifying attraction. You are amplifying attraction. And when you are amplifying attraction, then even with these things, even low physical attraction, you are able to get the girls. That's how the real game works. Not this BS. Sexual authority. When you already have that high attraction threshold, base attraction level, you can get away with anything. So this is important. What are the other frames we have? This is also important. So all these things vibes, all these vibes actually, like not that this is perfectionist, playful vibe, playful girlfriend boyfriend vibe. I mean, normally playful girlfriend boyfriend vibe, in the sense it can come in playful vibe actually, but it is going to get you girls way higher SMV than you, way higher looks level than you, And some of my infield, it is very hard to explain like right now in this video, because with some girls you do it, with some girls you don't do it. With the girls who are like more sexual, then you go the sexual route, but the girls are like slightly more, you know, like slightly romantic kind of, more emotional, then you do this playful girlfriend kind of vibe. So some of my infield videos in my product dating infield domination, you have like when I'm making a girlfriend, then how I am seducing her, and when I'm going hardcore sexual, then how I'm seducing her, that other girl. So you will see the difference, because right now if I'm explaining everything, every technical thing here, the video will become very, very big. So you understand. So what we need to do, but this is the most important thing, we have to be slightly non-perfectionist. One more thing, I will say we will also use authority frame. Authority frame is not a bad thing, but we will also using, but it has to be used in a very, it has to be used very carefully. Authority frame to be used very carefully. And actually with this UMP guys, this sexual authority frame, I know the solution how to use it more efficiently, but they have to come to me and talk to me. I can give them the right way how to use it. They have to come and talk to me, ask me, and I will tell them how to use it. But authority frame we have to use, we can use authority frame of you are very successful businessman, you are very successful, you are like showing the DHV kind of thing. You have the like you are the traveler everywhere, and maybe you are working, you have the like people working all over for you, something like this authority frame. You can also use this authority frame sexual authority, but it has to be limited, and this attraction amplification need to be done, because the girl need to find you attractive. Without attraction amplification, that even if we say we want to use this UMP sexual authority, attraction amplification is still very important. And maybe when you have already attraction amplification, you have completed the 90% of the game, and then for the rest 10% you can do it. But if you really do not want to do it, you can also skip it anyway. So that's how I see the things. This is I will use I have authority in my business, I have authority in what I do, kind of leader of the man, something like this. You're a doctor, you have authority of in that way you can also use it. But again, you have to have this frame, because this non-perfectionist type of vibe and frame you have, so that you are supposed to take slightly more risk, and more risk will cause you to touching, extreme flirting, sexual, getting sexual quick, as well as being more playful, more teasing. Yeah, you say more risk, you can tease more, you can joke more, much like strong kind of joke. And with these things you are also needing, girl will definitely like forgive you if there is some mistakes. And damage control you need to do, deflection, distraction, and some other things. You have to understand here, one thing I would like to tell you, this is very important to know. This is very important. Risk brings reward. We have listened about it. We have listened to it and again. And these UMP guys said you should not take risk. The game is about amplifying attraction, and there you have to take some risk. You have to.
Okay, well, this is a bad risk to take, because you're going to get responses like, "Why?"
No, yes, this is not a bad risk to take. But risk brings reward, and when you take risk, she will also reward you for taking risk. Of course, if the risk is going in the wrong direction, you will also get punished. But that's the whole idea of taking risk. That is the whole idea of taking risk, because it brings big reward also. But again, when we are doing this frame, we are using these things, we will minimize a lot, believe me, we will minimize a lot of the situation when the things are going in a wrong direction. If the non-perfectionist frame is there, then the girl will, forgive a lot of mistakes. And also, if you know how to come out of, if something goes wrong, these skills, then that will definitely help you also in seduction, and then you will just get more rewards than, punishments. And that's how you play the tight game. That's how more risk, more attraction amplification you do, and then you have more chances to get the girl also. So this is the PhD of framing. You check all the internet, you check all the videos I have made, you will not going to find something like this from any other dating coach in this entire world. Everything what I'm saying, I have proved it in the field on my students, in Infield product also, Dating Infield Domination, the product of the century. Everything is crystal clear. And when I'm saying I have not only advanced, I'm like super advanced knowledge of game, I can back it up. I can back it up in debate, in presentations like this, and also teaching students, and also even with my age in the field pickup also. I can do it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit long video, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, bye. I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot of value out of it. By the way, guys, if you are still suffering in your dating life, not able to find any solution for the problems you are facing in your dating life, now it's time to change it forever. And if you really want to get guided by me personally in my mentorship program or in my one-on-one bootcamp program, then apply to the link in the description below. The link is deepakdating.info/mentorship. But keep in mind, my mentorship program or my one-on-one bootcamp program are in very high in demand with a very limited availability. They are also costly. So only if you are fully motivated, committed, and prepared emotionally and mentally, want to get guided by me personally, only then apply to the mentorship or my bootcamp program. If right now the cost is the issue, or you are not able to do my mentorship program or my bootcamp program due to any personal reason and still want to change your dating life, then I suggest you to join Dating Infield Domination. The link is also in the description below. The first link, it's only $1, completely risk-free. You can cancel it anytime you want to. There you will see pure uncut infield interaction of me as well as my students, getting laid, getting girlfriends. Listen word by word, line by line, infield interactions in this program, Dating Infield's Domination, and learn top-level seduction skills which no other dating coach in this world can able to teach you. I challenge it. What you will see in Dating Infield's Domination in the infields, that is something you will be personally learning from me in my mentorship program or my one-on-one bootcamp program in future if you plan to join it. So apply to the link in the description below for a 30-minute free call, deepakdating.info/mentorship. If you really want to get mentored by me personally and change your dating life or other alternative, join Dating Infield's Domination. The link is also in the description below. If you are not really sure right now for mentorship program or my one-on-one bootcamp program. Also guys, don't forget to watch the playlist Rock Solid Infield on this channel, where I'm doing live flirt, picking up girls in front of camera, showing top level pickup and attraction skills. Also don't forget to watch Student Transformation and Testimonial, where I'm teaching my students, showing full documentaries, student success and their testimonials also.